Hey folks, so I decided to make a video for my teams in Assault Rumble. Don't usually do this, but I decided why not? At least it might help someone out there who's building teams. Although mine should be pretty standard, I would think, what other people use / post. This enemy has a counter for strength, which, being a quick, you're not really going to use strength on him. So that's fine. My team looks like the pretty standard Dex team, by my definition. I don't have anything like Halloweenuta, of course, because I have not pulled her. And she was pretty good for Dex teams, but that was more for defense rather than attack, as I believe. So as you can see, pretty standard team. I think Big Mom is the one that's been taken off for most people, though. But I don't really know if I have a really better option. But she's honestly good for damage still, in my opinion. And she pairs well with the Pell, being a powerhouse. So she gets the cooldown. So, not really gonna make you watch the whole fight without skipping. So I'm gonna skip. So you get the gist of how this looks, how this goes. They're already broken by 50 seconds time, so easy win. All depends on how much damage I get in by my specials popping at the last second, which I did not get Lucci's off, even though he was charged, sadly. So my record was in the 3.3 mil range, and I, by RNG of luck, increased it to 4.2. From a 3.3 to 4.2. That's all about the RNG about what hits. And who gets rewound. Because that one, the buggy rewinds a character by 70%. Obviously, it didn't hit my big hits like Kaido constantly, like it likes to do. For this one, the counter is powerhouses. So, in Gear 5 and the Versus Blackbeard everyone loves to use are kind of screwed. Also, powerhouse teams in general, if you're going to use a non-type team. Because powerhouse is pretty good as a team. But for this, I've been experimenting, trying to get it to work better. I had Yamato on the front line and a filler in the back, where instead of Pudding, I had Versus Shanks as a back line. But I moved Pudding up to get some extra cooldown so I can get my specials off more often. Because, Pudding was a staple for a long time for me. And now I'm, for this time, changing the placement of characters. Because I kind of want Apu to live longer. He died last time I ran for the first time, being because I lost the stat buff for Yamato probably. I would assume that's why he died for the first time after. Yeah. Int, HP, attack, speed, and defense. While Pudding is just a attack and speed, I think. Oh no, she's HP and attack. But I attack down as well for power split. Without the extra defense, I guess it lets him open to die. But since S-Hawk's a little more tanky, I decided to swap S-Hawk and Apu's placement and see how this goes this time. I was a record of 1.5, as I recall, for this on the beginner screen. The lobby screen. That was 1.5. Let's see if I can bump that up some more. Since Apu, I think, is the biggest hit on this team because of the defense annoying Psy hit. It's him and S-Hawk, honestly. They're the big hits. If I can confuse Blackbeard, that's great. Because I don't get his hit. Okay, I lost Pudding, but that's not the end of the world. And my score this time dropped. RNG was not in my favor this time, seemingly. From 1.5 to 1.4. I'm sure someone out there has a better team than I do. So I'm probably missing some units. I.e. making a... Actually, who would be a good one? Is the new Garling supposed to be good on teams? I never paid attention to him since I didn't plan to pull on him. I assume that's why. Figureland Garling. One thing that would be nice to have is the version 2 Roger Pirates, but I wasn't lucky to get them. They were out of grasp. This one was, I believe, a 3.8. I didn't pay enough attention to the lobby screen. I want to say it was 3.8 damage, or score. A 3.8 damage score. Just trying to think about something for the versus side, but honestly, I don't know if I have anything that would drastically raise my score up. Okay. Better or worse? Slightly worse. Okay, so there, example of what I use. My Dex team and my Int team. Hopefully this helps someone at least think about what they could do or whatnot, but I doubt it. The reliance on Rumble Legends is heavy for teams nowadays. In general for Rumble, since they're just too good. And Super Legends, of course. Rumble Legends, Super Legends are hard to replace for good damage, which I just gotta say is the one thing I sigh at. But that's about everything, honestly. Even PvE, you heavily use you heavily use Super Legends nowadays, which is okay. I can't say anything because I do it myself. But back on topic. Hopefully this helps anyone out there. So play safe, be out there, and look forward to my PK plus 100 plus team coming soon.